flying the colors of Kawasaki. Travis Preston looked good in his qualifying round. Cameron, I know you're the man of the hour and you can pick him. Who do you like?
I'm going to stick with Tedesco. He's looked like he's been on fire the whole time. I know Ramsey's been really quick. I'm looking for those guys to mix it up, but Stefan Roncada is definitely not afraid. That's the onboard shot right there from Andrew Short, Team Motor World. You can see the board is up. When it goes sideways, they have less than 5 seconds.
This is the 125 main event. 22 riders have qualified for this prestigious show, and they're going 15 laps, so a little longer than the qualifying. Bikes are in immaculate condition, and this is what everyone in Phoenix has stuck around for. The board is sideways, and we are set to go racing. 125 main from Phoenix.
It's a long start straight, too, Todd.
Getting a little squirrely off the line. Everyone trying to get that corner first, and it looks like it's number 32 going into the corner.
Is it the 52? And Timmy Wygant, it's looking like,
Check
gets
my
the whole
eyes.
shot. And one of the Pro Circuit Kawasaki's is right there.
Good
And
boy, 29.
hello, Ivan Tedesco. The question is, will he go for it quickly or will he be waiting for it?
So it's Tedesco trying to stay patient. Remember, he has not trailed in any race this year. So if they go through the green flag lap and he's in second, this will be a first. So Ivan Tedesco currently sitting in second place as they come through, and Tedesco on the charge.
My bad, I'm sorry. One of my friends, a guy I've known for a long time, is actually leading. That's Greg Schnell out front on the 52. I got him confused with the 56 and Timmy Wygant. And Tedesco making the passes. I make my fix, but no. Schnell coming up, shutting the door on him and saying, right for Pro Circuit and Spy. Schnell aboard the Honda 4-stroke.
So Greg Schnell, number 52, now getting passed by number 29. That is Ivan Tedesco out of Murrieta, California, on board the Kawasaki KX 250, and he is looking good. It's a 250F. It's working right now. Now watch him cruise through this section, Cameron.
And you can see Ivan stretching it out, and the problem here is going to be if someone doesn't get right on the gas and get going behind Tedesco, hot sauce, as we call him on the 29, will be long since gone, and he is not prone to make a lot of mistakes. Once he's out in front and smooth, he has had a tendency in the past to try real hard and push real hard and then have problems, but once he's out front, I mean, he's been a pretty flawless rider.
So as Cameron and I get our eyes checked, it is Tedesco, Schnell, Sellards, and Blows right now, 1 through 4, as we go back and look at the Butterfinger hole shot. Keep your eye, though, on your boy, Greg Schnell, number 52, in the middle of the screen.
Yeah, banking in the extra cash, Greg Schnell, with your hole shot. Man, I feel bad I miscalled his number there. This is a guy I've known for a long time, and man, it's cool to see him out there. And he's a guy that's a technician too. He can keep it smooth.
Oh, look at this!
He doesn't run out of gas. And
back in second place. Sorry to cut you off, Cameron, but it is Ron, number 21, Stefan Roncada, who has moved into second place. And we've seen this before. The Kawasaki's going 1 and 2. Schnell getting shuffled back to third place, and yet another Kawasaki coming into view with Matt Walker sitting in fourth.
Yeah, Walker's coming up, not making the main last week, and talk about a frustrated guy. Said he's battled a little bit of strep throat when I talked to him in the pits. He said things are good. He actually had some of the faster times in practice today, and I would guess he's going to be able to catch up with Schnell. We'll see if he can get by him, but Roncada right now in second place. Will he attack the whoops and try to push it to catch the leader, Tedesco? Let's see how he attacks and how he comes in. He preloads and gets going. A smooth line, but he doesn't look to be going any faster than Schnell. Walker
Matt
down.
Walker. So Walker, forgetting to listen to Cameron, preload that front end. He drops the front tire, goes over the falls.
It didn't look like a particularly
tough right there.
Doc Bodner, that's the Asterisk Medical crew. They're on site right away. They're at all the events. Doc Bodner in emergency room.
On the right of your screen.
He drops the wheel, starts coming over the bars, and it looks like just hit his arm down on the ground. It didn't look particularly tough, but he's still catching the wind, maybe knocking the wind out of himself. We don't want to speculate. You never know what's going on. And still trying to get himself together with the doc there.
But right now, FMF Tough Blocks are his best friend. As we go back to our leader, number 29, Ivan Tedesco. Stefan Roncada now sits in second place. Greg Schnell, number 52, sits in third. When we come back, more of the 125 main event from Phoenix, Arizona. Stay with us. One Ballpark is the site in Phoenix, Arizona. This is the 125 main event. Number 29, Ivan Tedesco is your leader. As we take a look at the Dassault running order, it's Tedesco and teammate Stefan Roncada going 1 and 2. Greg Schnell on the 52 Honda sitting in third, and Brock Sellers on the 18 right now sits in fourth place. And again, another rider goes down right in that dicey section.
Well, as long as they don't go down in front of Tedesco, he's not too worried about it. These berms, this is kind of a cool section, unusual, a long opening into the whoops. You see Tedesco coming in pretty quick, but still losing some speed at the end. Not getting everything he wants there, but looking buttery smooth. And that a lapper, that is Timmy Wygant on the 56 bike. Finally got that straight. And
just to recap quickly,
Roncada,
61, sorry Cameron, 61. Kawasaki rider Troy Adams went down through a very dicey section. You see Tedesco going past him. Looks like he's okay. He's back up on the bike, but he's going to let a few more bikes go by him. But that forces some of the riders to go through this section where they normally double out. They've got to slow down because the yellow flag is out. Meanwhile, Roncada getting through that. But Ivan Tedesco, for him, it's all happening behind him, Cameron. Everyone has to slow down for the yellow flags. Tedesco has got clear sailing.
Yep, Schnell third still, and he's got some people chasing back there.
Travis Preston, one of them, number 62, moving up to the pack. There you see Brock Sellers.
And Brock right now is riding with some ribs. He actually, I don't know if he totally dislocated them, but he said they came out. And this was in a crash at Anaheim in the day qualifying. And he's had a hard time when his body gets hot and he gets working. That's when it really starts to hurt. He says he can feel it up against his lungs. And we know Brock is a hard charger, a strong guy, and he's not one to not race unless he really can. Even though he's hurting, he's still doing it and doing a great job right now.
So Brock Sellers currently holding down the fourth position here in the 125 main event from Phoenix, Arizona. Your leader, number 29, Ivan Tedesco on board the Kawasaki. Number 21, Stefan Roncada sits in second. And number 52, Greg Schnell sitting in third.
Preston here on the 62 bike. He was your runner-up on your West Coast Championship last year to James Stewart, who's racing on the East Coast. You see him catching the tough block. Lots of guys catching tough blocks today, but those are there for safety. They got to be there.
A lot of the riders have talked about the dirt being kind of slippery. This is the end of the evening, the main event. It's a track course. I mean, Dirtworks has done a great job maintaining the course. These guys just running too high speeds and too hot of lines.
They really have, and when you keep using the berms and the corners, it keeps throwing the dirt around and moving it around and making it looser farther down. And here we go, Preston back. Look how far back on the motorcycle he is. Brock kind of riding more to the mid-back, and Preston taller. Maybe that's going to help him. A lanky guy gets back on the bike and keeps the weight on the back front wheel up and just skims those whoops. Maybe takes a different line than he has been there to make sure Brock can't get back past him.
Travis Preston, number 62, moves ahead of Brock Sellers, number 18. Cameron pointed out he had the rib conditions. You talk about him being a little taller. Is there a definite advantage to the whoops, or is that myth?
Well, you would say if he's a taller guy, he would be leading. But right here, definitely looks like an advantage. And a lot of people say being tall because see how your bike moves up and down between your legs? It doesn't hit him in the backside as often as maybe it hit Brock Sellers. So I would say it's an advantage, but I'm a taller guy and I can't go through the whoops.
Way to claim it, Cameron. As we look at Preston, number 62, continuing to work that Honda, the big thumper four-stroke. Travis Preston currently sitting in fourth place. There's picture perfect. Look at that. Just working through the whoops.
And again, right past Greg Schnell, and the height and advantage. Greg's not a tall guy, I guess I should say, so he's got some height as well, but he's getting right past Preston. Just looking good right now. He's on the gas and trying to take a look at some of the lap times. Actually, Tedesco put down the fastest lap so far at a 56.5, but Travis Preston has the next best time with the 57 about even, so he is moving up. And there he is, Tedesco.
Ivan Tedesco, the man who didn't get the whole shot, but he was awfully close to Greg Schnell when he did. Tedesco has led throughout after that first lap, and he continues to lead as we are on lap 10 of 15 here in the 125 main event. Ivan Tedesco, your leader, followed by Stefan Roncada and Travis Preston in third place. We'll be back to Phoenix, Arizona after this short break. Welcome back to Phoenix. This is Ben Bank One Ballpark. You are watching the 125 main event. Todd Harris along with Cameron Steele and Jamie Little. And your leader continues to be number 29, Ivan Tedesco on board the Kawasaki. And Cameron, I don't want to say he's a revelation because last year he wrapped up the 125 East on a winning streak. He's just picked up where he left off, but on a new bike.
Yeah, staying off the dirt is key for Ivan, not crashing, not getting hurt. He's always been the guy that attacks it and charges, and right now it definitely looks like he is smoothed out quite a bit. He's led all but one lap here tonight. He's been looking great in the whoops, and those are some tough whoops. They're deep, they're close together, so you can skim them pretty easily, but if you do drop down, it's going to cost you. There the triple, and here's a section where he's been able to go triple, and then triple, and double out. It's definitely the fastest way through there. And these four-strokes are looking tough, I'll tell you. Mitch Payton over at the Pro Circuit Camp has done a good job putting these bikes together, and I was talking to him about the new fuel restrictions here in Supercross and in all AMA racing, and, you know, they're not able to run the leaded fuel like they were able to, and, well, the 125cc bikes, the regular 125s, they're more built up, and they need that lead as a cooling agent, so the guys are just finally getting around to build those bikes up, you know, as good or close to as good as they were in the past. And the four-strokes were not really hampered by the fuel change, and, well, hence you have tons of four-strokes leading these and actually, you know, basically look like they're going to win.
Folks, who needs Mr. Goodwrench when you have Cameron Steele? Nice education piece right there, Cameron, as we look at Stefan Roncada currently running in second place. One more piece of advice. Is it a four-stroke or a two-stroke? What do you think the future is?
Well, right now I'm saying the four-stroke is the future of the 125cc class. And the guys, they have more power, and here you see Travis Preston coming up also on a four-stroke, and the guys that are heavier or taller, bigger guys, they can ride this 254 stroke, and they have a little bit more of an advantage than riding the little two-stroke. And now with the fuel, you know, I'm going to say that the four-stroke is here to stay, and, well, it shows by the results.
What wins on Saturday, Sunday usually sells on Monday. And right now, Ivan Tedesco is doing a lot of winnings. We go back to Andrew Short wearing the helmet cam. He currently sits in 5th place.
Andrew's got to be a little frustrated. You know, he's a guy that really likes to win and is capable of winning. A lot of people were talking about him actually being one of the favorites for the 125 West. And, well, 4th place last week and running 5th right now doesn't put him out of that championship battle. But watching a guy like Tedesco and watching Roncada, how fast they're going, you got to wonder, you know, is it maybe the bike, the gas is something that's a little bit different? Right there, you're looking at 4th, 5th, and 6th place.
Brock Sellards in the fray right now with Greg Schnell and Andrew Short. Look at Short. It's the helmet, folks. Look at that. So Andrew Short picks up yet another spot, closes down the line on Greg Schnell. Now he closes in on Brock Sellards and tries to track down the Yamaha rider.
It looks like he mistimed just a little bit there for Andrew, maybe thinking Greg might try to come up on the other side of him there on the 52 bike. And it's cool. Greg isn't giving up these positions totally. I mean, the guys are getting past and going on, but he doesn't just throw in the towel. He tries to come back and show a wheel.
With just about 2 laps to go, we'll give you a quick reset of the Tissot running order. You've got Ivan Tedesco way out in front, running best lap time of 56.5. No one even close to that. Then Stefan Roncada sits in second. Travis Preston on board the Honda number 62 sits in third. And then it's Brock Sellards and Andrew Short. Nathan Ramsey, though, I'm somewhat surprised that Ramsey's not up there, number 25. Did so well in qualifying. He currently sits in 13th place.
Well, there's got to be something going on there. I'm not sure if he crashed or had a problem, but definitely unlike Ramsey after we saw him tearing up this course here in Arizona. I mean, the guy has been on fire the whole time we've been here. There's something going on, something more than meets the eye. And, well, it's the final lap, and Ivan Tedesco is running away with the Todd.
Well, normally with the white flag out, you tell the rest of the field it's go time, but Tedesco's lead is so enormous. He's got a teammate right behind him, so he's got a good buffer there. Ivan Tedesco, folks, dominated Anaheim last week, and it looks like he's going to do the same here in Phoenix, Arizona. The Valley of the Sun is a good place for hot sauce, as Tedesco just scorches down that back straightaway, the first base line. Cameron, I'll tell you what, barring a major disaster, Ivan Tedesco is going to whip it up for the fans and pick up another another victory.
He's got some of the sickest whips. He can throw the bike around he's one of the best for sure. The finish line, I think he's going to be throwing a whip out to the left. You actually talked about it when we were walking the track. He's like, hey, this finish line's good for whipping, so we'll see what he throws down right here.
125 main event, your winner, Ivan Tedesco. Going back to second place, and it's going to be a while. Coming through right now is Stefan Roncato, so the Kawasaki's go 1 and 2. A much better showing this week for Travis Preston as he will finish on the podium. So as Ivan Tedesco whips up the fans here at Bank One Ballpark, we'll step aside, take a break, talk to our winner when we come back